How's your energy, Southern Arizona? It is now time for the highly acclaimed, much anticipated, postponed but never canceled Friday Football Fever. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala. David Kelly standing by with an update on the Arizona men's basketball opener against Grambling State. That's right. We have some bonus hoops to go along with the gridiron action tonight. But let's begin with the playoffs and Pusch Ridge hosting Wickenburg in the Elite Eight. And the fans on the Wickenburg sidelines didn't get the memo here in Pima County about wearing face masks or social distancing. All right. The good news was that there were a few on the Wickenburg side wearing protective masks. Not many, though. And as for the game itself, Pusch Ridge came out pumped up. And in the first quarter, check out Hayden Hallett hit Evan Lovett out of the backfield. First down, but Pusch Ridge was stalled and Wickenburg takes advantage. Quarterback Colerjo Di Camilo will find a wide open Bryson Alder. Come on, Bryson, you can do it. Or can Bryson? Pusch Ridge's Bryce Jewell tracks Bryson down. Still, Wickenburg would score after that, but the extra point will be blocked by Tyler Mustang from Pusch Ridge. And on the next possession, Hayden Hallett is making it happen, Captain. He's breaking off a nice run, son. First down. And hey, after that, how about the star Evan Lovett? He's going to be breaking all kinds of tackles here and running through defenders, spinning and grinning for the first down. The run will set up this. Javier Grajeda will bust it in. Pusch Ridge goes up 7-6. And after getting the ball back again, Evan Lovett takes it strong while a photographer is hit from some players that were forced outside of the end zone. But hey, it was a TD. You see it in the end. Pusch Ridge wins 35-6 and will now take on number 1 seed Yuma Catholic next. Meanwhile, South Point High School has been putting in work, hoping to stay unbeaten heading into the matchup against Scottsdale Chaparral and now, or Saguaro that is, and now a bit of a break for the Lancers. South Point High School still alive in its open division run for the state championship. The Lancers are advancing by virtue of a forfeit from the team from Scottsdale. Unfortunately, the team from Maricopa County was hit with a few coronavirus cases. So instead of a game, the boys from Tucson just had a practice. That means South Point will battle it out with number 1 seed Hamilton next.